Very much. We have a very disturbing video out of Queens. Federal agents are seen entering a family's home with guns drawn.
Community advocates are calling it a home invasion. Jessica Formoso joins us now with this story. Jessica.
Kurt and Rosanna, these ICE agents barged into this family's home, pointing guns at the mother and her young children. Video captured that moment. Take a look.
Stupid. Come out. My baby. Come out here. My baby. No. Come out.
That video, 18 seconds long, and then it cuts off. But in those seconds, you can hear the mother pleading with the officers, telling them she has her 2-year-old baby in her arms. The officers saying that they are coming for her. The New York Immigration Coalition, who obtained this video, says the armed ICE agents were looking for someone who didn't even live there. This all happened last Thursday in East Elmhurst. Aside from the mother and the 2-year-old, there was also a 12-year-old child inside that home. The mother says they haven't left her side since this incident took place. Now, video from outside the home shows NYPD officers showing up a bit later. This after neighbors called cops thinking there was a robbery taking place. The cops were waved off by ICE agents. The family says the agents did not have a warrant. Here is the president of the New York Immigration Coalition.
As she was asking them questions from her bed with her children in her bed, where they were pointing a gun at her. They yanked her out of the bed in front of her children and then started questioning her, realizing she wasn't the person they were looking for, but that didn't stop them from threatening to come back.
A spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security telling Fox 5 in part, any allegation that ICE officers threatened a woman and her children with a firearm is false. Officers approached the residence and knocked on the door for approximately 20 minutes, attempting to gain voluntary cooperation to enter the residence. When no response was received, officers used their training and lawfully entered the home. Now, the spokesperson also telling us the woman in the video is the cousin of the person they were searching for, who DHS says has a criminal history, including assault, reckless driving, and illegal re-entry into this country. Now, that said, by law, you do not have to open your door to ICE agents unless they show you a valid warrant signed by a judge. Kurt?
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Makakadash. The bonds to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Unto like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I was looking at this earlier. This took place in here in New York City. These mother effers don't give two shits about anybody. And we've been saying that. You could clearly see that he had no respect on none of that sort. For the woman, for her condition. These beasts are coming in cruel, which we've been saying through the spirit that was going to happen. All right? They're coming in cruel. They're coming in, they don't give a damn. Men, women, children, they're taking you out. All right? This is why we don't have no empathy for Jake, because the simple fact is a lot of Jake they would talk shit. And when things happen, that's normally when things happen, it's too little too late. But when they was looking at the comment board right here, did they miss any belongings? It's only just the beginning. You know, again, we got stupid fake news that just had a bus of 32 kids in Queens Street, shooting people in daytime and killing people, and the ICE has to clean up after the parents that that don't give a about these kids in the streets. 10 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, and ICE has to clean up the mess. When the guys complain about it, when somebody innocent bystanders get shot, going to the school in the morning or to the nursing houses. So you'll see mixed reviews. Oh, they said, finally ICE come to Far Rockaway, please. Damn, ICE now never will be able to sell my used, I don't know, the accordion, tubu. But when I seen it earlier, I seen like, oh, there it is. Great job. Good, clean. Come clean out Far Rockaway ASAP. Did anybody else beside myself see that these are actually U.S. Marshals, not ICE? This is nothing to be triggered. We're triggering immigration. My neighborhood that looks so staged, Gaza. So you can see the mixed reviews and how people thinking about these incidents. What makes everything so hilarious about the matter is that you know for a fact that it's gonna trickle down, and all these people that's talking their shit, everything that they're saying is gonna happen to them. That's the funny thing. All right, real quick, Luke 12:2. Well, actually, I was supposed to look for the other one. It says, "Nothing that is covered that shall not be revealed, nothing hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever you speak in the darkness shall be heard in the light, and which, that which ye have spoken in the ear of the closet, you should proclaim it upon the housetop." So every secret is coming out, right? Oh, actually, I was supposed to look for the other one. Slakia. First name that came in my mind. Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. So every word that comes out of somebody's mouth, all right, when they had no sympathy, empathy, this is why the scripture says this. This is why if it happened, it didn't happen. Hopefully it did happen with Captain Kirk. You know, when he went to the Enterprise, everybody was brought up the part of saying that he had no empathy, right? So that means that the people should have no empathy for him because he said that's a made up word. So all these people that's showing their asses when when people are getting snatched up, now that's not the point of if they're legal or illegal. It's the point of getting snatched up, taken against their will. That's the point. You're gonna have to pay for that. James 2:13. For he will have judgment without mercy that have shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So just because the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans be catching it consistently, the ICE mob was created just to come against the nation of Israel. That doesn't mean that you other nations are getting out of this scot-free. Zechariah 14, is it 1? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thou spoiled shall be divided in the midst of thee. If I gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. So if the Lord gather all nations to come against Jerusalem, how are these nations going to make it? I'm just saying. Anyway, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle. So what they're doing, unbeknownst to them, is setting up their own destruction. All right, 2 Ezra 16:68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. They shall take certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And a lot of these people are getting snatched up and not coming back, getting sacrificed, or they do as they please, because that's the wrath of the Lord upon the people. Just because you do it, or the Lord is allowing you to do it, doesn't make it good for you, because you're doing it. So these Edomites are going and kicking the door, waving the 4-4, and doing whatever they fucking feel like it. And sometimes they saying that the people that claiming to be ICE are not ICE agents at all. Now me and the brother Gabar was talking about it, was thinking about it. Oh, man, see, I knew I forgot something. But it's a video I wanted to do. But a lot of these people was just think tank talking. A lot of these ICE agents are not ICE agents at all. They're just regular civilians cosplaying ICE agents to get their rocks off, so to speak, on the people. Okay, and they are being allowed to do that because the Lord is bringing judgment towards His people. That's the only reason. But that judgment is a two-way streak. That's the thing that people fail to understand. So the idols are these different gods, and under this god or that god, this is what they are sacrificing the children of Israel with. It says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot." So all those people that's in agreement with them, that sold out, that thinking they're in a position of power. Remember, we had a whole campaign, Latinos for Trump, and all this other shit. Now look at the payment that you're getting, and that's just in the beginning stage. Well, all the other celebrities, people that's in a prominent position, you're gonna get it as well. All right. Hey, when this judgment hits, man, everything that's gonna hit, the Lord's gonna turn everything upside down. Nothing that you say or do, you're gonna get out of your situation. All right. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord," which are the Israelites. All right, which are the Israelites. Hey, the way it's funny how Esau plays things. Like, who doesn't have a criminal record in this society? This society is built on people that have criminal records. So this is how they do it, and majority of them, when they do their stuff ish, what end up happening? They get a slap on the wrist. But they love bringing up this person came in illegal. That's the only thing they going by. Oh, this person stole something, and this, that, to the third. All right. Oh, wow. There was a picture. Matter of fact, hold on. Voir. Says an ICE employee was arrested in children. You know what? Trafficking sting. So here it is. These people walking around here acting as if they're the law. They're above the law, and they're doing the most vilest things. It says when he was arrested, he said, "I'm ICE, boys." Well, unfortunately for him, he was locked up. So he even boasted and bragging about that he was in a position of that law enforcement organization. So these mother effers are going around here judging everybody and doing the most vilest things. What do you think is going to happen? Esau, the Lord has set you up. He set you up really, very nicely. He got you boasting and bragging because he wants you to bring judgment towards his people. But when it's all said and done, he's going to judge you. He's going to destroy you. All right? And it says, verse 71, 2 Ezra 16:71, "There shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." So we are in that stead right now. And they are coming out like madmen. That man didn't give a damn if there was a child of any of that sort. Somebody might say, "Oh, why she grabbed the baby?" Well, let's think about it. Women are fearful anyway. When you grab something that's nice and soft because so it shows you these people don't give a damn about who's getting got, because they think they're free, but they're not. And it says, they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall be known whom I chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So amongst this cycle of violence, because we are in Jacob's trouble, hands down, we are in Jacob's trouble. Amongst that cycle of violence, you have people that are going to stick out. And those people that's going to stick out are those that the Lord has been dealing with. And it could be any form of a miracle. Angels could get involved. Something of that sort is going to show like this is who the Lord is dealing with. Okay, because everybody else that's they're getting got under the guidance of the law of the land. All right, which the laws of the land always change consistently. So the Lord is with his people, for his people. And the elect of the nation Israel is going to be saved when this horrible things come to fruition. So with that being said, I didn't want to take too long. Shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom.